All right, what's up, everybody? Let's see. Let me disconnect that real fast. Hopefully, everybody's doing well, man. We already got like 17 people in here. That's crazy. Before I get started, I got to give a big shout out to my guy, Aviator. I don't even know if he's gonna even see this live, but he's actually a member of this community, if you will. And he was in Vegas, and he was like, "Yo, Hink, what size do you wear?" And I was like, "Oh, you wear about an XLY." Homeboy sent me this Seattle Kraken, are they what is their hockey, but there's an OVO NHL collab, and he just sent me this for free. I mean, and so huge shout out to him, man. I think this is yeah, I mean, this is sick. This is sick and extremely generous for him to do that. So yeah, and he had actually been one of my actually Patreon clients that was in here as well. So yeah, it was yes, dude is super Super Mario said he bought it on Temu. I don't think so, bro. This thing is high quality. Wang Fire, what's up, man? And so yeah, and my boy Javon says a 30-minute live actually. So yeah, man, the clock is ticking, guys. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm always complaining about something, but it's just like my work has been busier. Like cosplaying as Batman in the hospital has never been busier actually than it is right now. And like even today, I had relatively light schedule in the afternoon and had several consults added on anyways. And then I'm just doing a lot behind the scenes and then still trying to I hate the term make content, but legitimately make content for this and write scripts and working on a lot of different things. And so I've never been busier. And so anyways, man. Mars, I don't wear cologne, man. I don't know if this sounds weird, but I just wear I wear actually a natural aluminum free deodorant. And that's it. And then I guess I just have my natural musk. So yeah. Uh D-Buck says appreciate the PE advice. Purchased the ink I'm assuming course link on how to get bigger. It works if you stay consistent and patient. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very proud of my course, and I'm not gonna spam you guys with advertisement for it, but it's just, I put a lot of time and effort to it, and I think it's very clear, and, like, if you wanna know, like, what pressure to use, how long to do sets for, what to do before, what to do after, how to measure, what to measure, when you need to measure, like, how do you know if you're gaining or not? All of those things are, yeah, are in the course, so if you're interested, link is in the description, whatever. My guy Red Maroon's in the house, what's up, man? Intimacy Nutrition Doc, so anyways, before I get into the questions, there is just one thing I wanted to address. I would never do it in like a bigger format because I don't want to give anybody bringing negativity like a platform or whatever. But like some guys, man, I swear. So I released my video on that guy Matt Khalil, right? And it's like thank you, Ortho OnlyFans. He says, "Mom, corn dogs. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate that, man." I love how you flip the snacks each time, and every one it's one I love. But then again, I just love snacks. But um, so I'm like the Matt Khalil dude. I said objectively, like I'm sure he's big, and like I even said huge. But yet everybody, oh, that's just cope. Everybody knows that it's not that uncommon for a guy to be 8 by 6. And then I saw one little F tard on the comment today, and he was like, Hink, that's just cope. In the escort industry, the women say that they have that size all the time. And I'm just like, dude, are you like what's wrong with you? Like, first of all, in the escort business, like, okay, I mean, and then do you really trust an escort to be like, okay, that dude was 8 by 6, okay, but that guy was 5.5 by 3? Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes like I try to read the comments to engage with you guys because I enjoy reading the comments. I enjoy hearing what you guys have to say, and even when you disagree, I oftentimes learn things and or like different perspectives, and oftentimes there's even like additional what's it called, like content, topics that come up, and I'm like, "Oh, I need to make a video about that." But man, some of these guys are just so fudging delusional about like what actual sizes are. And then, like, one guy had the nerve to be like, "Hink, you know this is just cope, and you know there's plenty of guys out there bigger than you, Hink." And I'm just like, "Guys, I don't even really talk about my size on this channel." And it's just like, like, what are we doing here? Like, why are you guys riding for some other dude's meat when I'm trying to give you objective facts? And so, Stamp Collection says, "Don't do the voice, don't read the comments." But, Jesus, man. And then the last thing I will say is, like, man, I did my, the video on Anavar, and, like, people are just dumb. Like, I don't wanna be mean, and I'm certainly not trying to be negative, but, like, I make the video and it's like, "Does Anavar increase size?" And, like, clearly in the video, I say, "No, it does not. It's not gonna do anything for any normal sized dude." Not even normal sized dude, any dude that's been through a normal puberty whatsoever. And even in the studies that show that it increased size, it was like zero point 0.2 centimeters in like 2 years in stretched length. But so many guys are like, "Oh, thanks, Hink. I'm gonna try Anavar." I don't know if they're trolling or not, but I'm just like, God. But, like, they're legitimately seem like, especially on, getting bigger, because I guess if it was, like that one, I think I titled, like, more clickbaity, and it was like, "How Anavar increases penis size." And, like, so many of the comments on there were like, "Oh, thanks, I'm gonna try it." Or guys were like, "It doesn't work. I tried Anavar, and it didn't make me any bigger." But anyways, let's get into, so now I still have 24 minutes of question and answer time. I don't know if that counts as a crash. I feel like that was a fairly mild crash out. But man, it's just like, whenever somebody says something that is, maybe it goes against somebody's like beliefs, it's like, "Oh, that's cope," like instantly. So, anyways, I'm just gonna start at the bottom. All right. So make sure I didn't miss any other super chats. Appreciate you, again, Ortho OnlyFans. You got to update me on that Verapamil. Clay Bomb says so. Anavar works. Then he says, "Just kidding, man." Red Maroon says, "Don't forget to like the stream, guys." Yeah, man, I would certainly appreciate that. We got a pretty full chat already, so thank you. D Griff says, "Finally got over my delayed ejaculation or delayed ejection, Hink." So I love the word choice there, especially to for especially for that. My guy Jadinklage Morgoon, I know he is an OVO Hink fan, but yeah, this hoodie is hard. And then, like, I don't know if you guys can see the back, but um it's like the Kraken mascot or whatever it is. Sorry guys, I'm hockey illiterate. So and then my guy Aviator, if you're on here, I apologize. But let's see here. Um so Retro Facts Daily says, "Yo, Hink, should I watch Alpha M for PES? I heard he's one of the goats." All right, y'all are just trying to make me legitimately crash out. That's that's good though, bro. You got me. No, I mean you didn't get me actually for a second, but that's hilarious, man. So, I am DSM says, "What are your thoughts on an implant?" So I would never, ever, ever do an implant if you have in any way even a moderately functioning D. Just because, like, first of all, talk to your urologist about it. If you need to actually, so like if you, sorry, I lost my train. What am I asking about? Let's see. Oh, yeah, 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 right. So, like, if your D does not work at all, yes, then an implant is like one of the few things you can do. But if you have a normally functioning penis and you are trying to get an implant, I highly, highly suggest you don't do that, because you are most likely going to end up making your D function worse, and probably, and I won't say probably, but there is a chance that you might even have the implant removed. And so by implant, I mean like a silicone, like pneuma implant or the Himplant. Um, yeah. So I would never, 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 and plus that they just put on like shoulder pads. It's like shoulder pads, but keeping your head the same length, because the actual head, the gland stays the exact same. So uh Ronald says, "Crash out, crash out, crash out." So Philip says, "Hink, please tell me how to run my life. This is meant to be sarcastic, but after some time, a little serious." Uh, I don't think anybody should be coming for me for any advice. Let's see. I mean, but the way I live my life is I try to treat people fairly, treat people justly. I try to be kind, and I try to make the world a better place than where I leave it. And I try to work hard. And so I don't. I mean, those aren't even like the 5 tenets of Hink, but I mean, but honestly, kindness and hard work and delayed gratification are the actual tenets I kind of live by, for lack of a better word, and so, try to do that, and just, I mean, like, and literally just try to be a better version today than you are, I mean, a better version tomorrow than you were today, and so, and just self-improvement, so, I think it was kind of a joke question, but hopefully that answers your question. And NMC Nutrition Doc says Hink has made me a better man. NMC Nutrition Doc, stay tuned, bro. Like, stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned. I think I got an exciting opportunity for you. So stay tuned. And guys, Caleb just pointed out we got 100 people in here and 42 likes. If you don't mind, it means a lot to me. It costs you nothing. Hit that like button for me, man. Uh Enrique, Mac, it's been a while, you son of a What's up, Mac? Where you been, bro? You haven't been calling me out on these live streams forever, but Enrique says poll for the dog names. So yeah, for those that haven't seen it, man, I got two new beagle puppies and they're so cute, man. They're so cute. Um and I can't, I'm not gonna put a poll just because I don't even know. Like, you feel free to insert well, like, names you think they should be in the chat. One of them I nicknamed Smoke Dog, and one of them I nicknamed Dusty Dog, for right now because they're just rescue strays, from, so, like I said, I'm a country boy, and so basically we were out exploring the dilapidated house and came across these like abandoned puppies that were starving to death. And so, because I'm such a good person and try to make a world a better place, like, we adopted the dogs, and so there was four of them. One went to basically one of the nurses I work with. One went to my parents, and then two went to me. So, uh, yeah. Oh man, we got a super chat. So, Brandon, man, thank you for the very generous super chat. He says, Hink, I've been watching for a while, studied your trial, bought your course, and applied your mindset. Thank you. Tell my bros, there's nothing wrong with optimizing, but you are enough just as you are, man. That's extremely kind to take the time to say that, man. It's very, very much appreciated. I actually did see a comment where it seemed sincere. You never know these days, but the guy like put in the quotes like, "There's nothing wrong with self improvement, but you are enough just as you are," and then put like the smiling emoji with like the tear coming down his cheek and like the red heart. And I've actually had quite a few people, man, even like actually a Patreon client, that like literally was actually like in tears because nobody had ever told him that he was enough before. And I mean it sincerely at the end of my video. So I'm glad that people, um at least some people can see that as me being genuine, because that's just what I'm trying to do. So thank you very much, Brandon. And yeah, and hopefully all you guys do realize that you are enough. I still think it's worth it to try to improve in every aspect of your life. Try to be the best version of yourself, though. So Ronald says, I will forever claim that my greatest gains came from me following a clown in a mask. Yeah, just be careful how you phrase that. That might seem weird to some or to most. Philip says, video coming on soft clamping. Thanks, dude. Um, Probably to an extent. Like, on YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna give PE tutorials on YouTube. Like, here's how you soft clamp, most likely. It's something that, that I just there's a lot of rationale behind it that I don't wanna kind of explain right now, but I probably will in the future, very soon, and it'll kinda make more sense. But, yeah, I don't think that's the best platform for it. Obviously, it wouldn't be me using myself, but I could use, where's my handy dandy thing? Oh, and like, here's this, here's how you put the clamp around, and I don't know. I might do something with that. I probably won't, but we'll see, man. But I do want to make a video just discussing it and the technique behind it, and the rationale, and if I think it works, if I think it doesn't. My guy G, thank you, bro. So thank you, Philip. Thank you, my guy G. He says, "What up, Pink? Thanks for all you do. My question is about your supplements. Should I take them before or after a workout, at night or in the morning? It depends on the supplement. The test booster, I think it works best before bed. And you could even do a twice a day approach, depending. I know that means you go through it twice as fast, but there's like diurnal peaks of the testosterone. And so typically like at night during your deep REM sleep, if I'm not mistaken, and then like also I think in like the mid morning ish, I could be, look that up, guys. Don't quote me on that specifically. But if you have those subs in your system, trigger LH, FSH, which is going to produce more testosterone. So you could kind of maximize that diurnal peak about a bit better. Um, the one where I do think the timing matters the most for efficacy, I think it's Safeguard. And actually this because the Safeguard, the way that it actually like can help to suppress the lysyl oxidase signal, in theory, okay, in theory, guys, you want to have that repressed ideally before you actually induce that stretch signal like mechanism. And so I think of all of them, I mean, obviously vigor was like 30 minutes before, but even if you were to take it after your workout, I think it would still be fine. Same with Safeguard, even if you take it after like your PE workout, I think it still is going to have effect just because it, promotes tunica health, promotes um and like and it literally has anti-fibrosis, anti-fibrotic principles. Um the other ones, I don't really think they matter as much. I mean, with Shield, like for nerve protection, it's just, after is fine, or you can do it before. It doesn't really I don't think it really matters that much. And of course, like Virility, if you like painting faces or if you like Caleb and you're a bun glazer, then you can do, then that's actually better twice a day and with some sort of meal, so it's better absorbed, so, yeah. Let's see here. Retrofax Daily. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Let's see. It says, "Yo, WTF? They charged me without putting my message." So retro. Just put in your message again, bro, or just type it into the chat, or better yet, even click the little bars and maybe click like reply to the super chat that you made, and I'll look for your message, man. And so that's kind of a common thing. People accidentally send a blank super chat. So I'll still try to make sure that you get your message right. Yo, Hink, what do you think about bundled stretches? There it is. So, um, like, let me just put it like this. I don't do bundled stretches. I'll just leave it like that. There is, like, I'm not going to say whether like they work or they don't work. So much of this for me is just about time efficiency, and I feel like there's so many guys out there want to do um that want to do PE, but then they're like they get over ambitious. So, like, guys, I promise this will be the last time I say this. I do coaching, okay? If you want to talk to me directly, one on one, phone call, even a video call if we need to, patreon.com/docking. I have tiers that vary all the way down from like very low levels all the way up to $200 a month that include like multiple phone calls a month and unlimited texting and all that stuff. But the point is that I had a guy and his biggest problem was consistency, but, like, he had an hour and 45-minute, like, PE workout, and I'm like, "Bro, if you can't be consistent with 1 hour and 45 minutes, then just, like, cut down the routine and do, like, 20 minutes of length work and 20 minutes of pumping and just focus on being consistent and getting at least 5 days a weekend, and then once you get that in, you can gradually kind of uptick what you wanna do, and, like, you can gradually add, like, 5 minutes each week, 10 minutes each week, whatever you wanna do." So, um but the point in saying that is that I don't have time to add things like bundled stretches and, there's a lot of other things that I'm not gonna comment one way or another whether or not I believe them. So Caleb says, "I'm eating so good right now," and Super Mario says, "At Caleb, booty?" Question mark, question mark. I also have that question. Let's ask the chat. Let's see. That is so immature, Hink. Let's see. Is Caleb eating booty right now? Let me know, chat. What do you think? Let's see. 100% yes. Oh no. Okay. Speaking of eating booty, actually, I very much enjoy a southern delicacy called chitterlings. If you know, you know, and that is like literally eating pig butt, so pig intestines. But anyways, man. So so retrofacts, I don't really I choose not to do bundled stretches. When I coach people, I don't tell them to do bundled stretches. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that, man. So Hill, appreciate your super chat, my guy. It says, "Do you reckon that the D can be thought of biologically as a giant artery? They are both filled with a tube filled with a flexible tunica." So I love that. Very thoughtful, man. Very incisive. That's not the right word. My brain's not firing, guys. Insightful, maybe very insightful comment, but no, because the D is, I mean, it is a complex, very complex systems of not only arteries but nerves and veins and also the smooth muscle. And so now some of those can still be found in arteries, but like even just the process of getting an erection, like the smooth muscle in your penis literally has to relax, allow the arterial blood to come in, and then as that arterial blood comes in, it puts pressure on the veins, kind of trapping the blood in there. And so there are a lot of similarities, and that's why I actually talk about, and I'm so great, I'm Hink, I'm patting myself on the back, but I feel like I was one of the first people that I've certainly come across that has talked about how it's an aneurysmal dilation of the tunica, and it is more akin to something like an arterial aneurysm, than whatever you know, gobbledygooks behind you, oh, sorry, I can't read, than whatever gobbledygook is like, I don't know, is out there, so, I don't know, man. John Littleberry says, "Hey, Hink, damn time zone differences, it's not 7:30 yet. If you're taking off-topic questions, showcase those jade gems behind you on the back rack." The jade gems. I don't I don't know which ones are the J Gems, man. I'm sorry, bro. Or I don't know if you're talking about the A Ma Maniére 5s. There we go, which I need to wear more. I don't know, man. You'll have to specify that. I love, I'd much rather talk about shoes than peepees, man. Gosh. Um, I know what I signed up for, but so 75% of the chat says yes, Caleb is eating booty right now. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Maybe because I'm 6 years old at heart. Kink, how could you possibly be a doctor, but you're that immature? Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I am immature, and that's funny to me. So, you guys keep voting. Uh, let's see. So, uh, let's see. Sergey says, "Hank, what's your goal with the channel? If you have any, maybe you should go on some podcasts." Goals are so here's a hot take for you. Here's a viral clip. Goals are kind of, no, I won't say they're worthless, but like everybody has a goal. Everybody has a dream. And it's kind of bullshit unless you put action to it. And so I'm not trying to like poo-poo your question, but it's like my goal isn't to have like I mean, yeah, I would love to have 100K followers. To be honest, I kind of like to like plateau around there and stay around there. But like, more importantly, what I focus on every day is like, okay, how can I bring the best content? How can me and Callie maximize the editing? It's the actual steps, the actual methods that are actually going to get you on a day-to-day basis to your goal that matter far more than just being like, I want to be a millionaire. That's my goal. My goal is to have $1 million. Like, yeah, but how the F are you going to do that? And like, what are you going to implement today that is going to lead you to that goal? So but yeah, it'd be cool to get on some podcasts. It'd be cool to get a little bit more recognition to an extent. Just as as like the science-based PE guy, like the what's it called? I mean, basically the Derek More Plates, More Dates of PE back when actually Derek made like content and actually broke down stuff about like steroids and SARMs and like supplements and what yeah, anyway. So let's see. The Oh, Caleb clarified, even though 80% of the chat almost thinks that he is actually, in fact, eating BOOTY, oh my. He says, dinner, LOL, chicken, Caesar salad, and toast. Oh, okay, Caleb, yeah. Wink, wink. I got you, bro. I got you. Uh, um, Jonathan says, "Hey Hink, I read you can get back pain from Cialis after first starting it. If true, any suggestions on dealing with it?" Yeah, that's absolutely true, and it's weird because there are, if I'm not mistaken, once again, guys, please don't just blindly listen to what I say. But the last time I checked, there is actually crossover of like the phosphodiesterase, like in your actual skeletal muscle, and so by taking that, you can actually like inhibit some of the PDE5 in the actual muscle, which leads to back pain. If I'm not mistaken, I really hope I'm not just making shit up this time. So please fact check. Now, I feel like if my guy, intimacy nutrition doc is in the house, he can probably like he probably knows. Um, and so so yeah, any suggestions on dealing with it? If that happens to you, bro, like I don't know, maybe try something like Viagra. It's still a PDE5 inhibitor, but it might work like a lot of these drugs, guys, like same thing with how Cialis, Viagra can cause vision changes because you actually have phosphodiesterase like receptors on the in the inside the actual eye, and so you can, even though it's not a PDE5, maybe it's like a PDE4 or a PDE6, and you can still have some crossover because it's mostly specific, but not 100% specific. So, fact check me a little bit on that, guys. It's been a while since I looked at that. We got another at 10 inches of mercury. Let's see. Supplement timing. Let's see. Cialis and back pain. Just trying to oh man. Dude, the hilarious thing is that so Caleb is doing my timestamps for these live streams and so English says little butt munching. But, he is going to have to put in the timestamp because one of the sections of this video is, like, me talking about does Caleb eat butt? And so he's gonna have to put in his own timestamp in there. That's hilarious. But anyways, man, Bernardo, appreciate the super chat, my guy. He says, "10 inches of mercury, mid base 6, base 6.4 to 7.4, BPEL goal 8 tips." So at 10 inches of mercury, his base mid girth is 6, or his mid girth is 6, his base is 6.4, and his 7.4 BPEL. My tip would be add in length work if you're trying to get to 8 inches, of length, and just make sure you're consistent, man. I'm sorry, I know you're trying to be cost efficient with that message, and I wanna be very respectful of that and make sure that I'm answering your question, but yeah, if you're trying to add length, then you need to do more length work. And I think 10 inches of mercury, I think that as long as you're tolerating it well, um, then I think that's a plenty good pressure. But yeah, add in some sort of length work. Uh, Hill says, appreciate the super chat again, bro. He says, what do you think on doing extra PE sessions to compensate the next if you miss a section the previous day? Or should I just take the L? Um, I think that there is something to be said. There was actually a post today on, I think either Getting Bigger or my subreddit, and it was talking about like basically somebody saying that they believed in decon breaks and thought that they were very important. And I think that there is some truth to that because, like, if you take that day off from PE, like, you are not stretching those mechanoreceptors and you are not potentially like stimulating that additional collagen. And so, like, that could, in fact, be good for you. So I mean, I would probably just take the day off, especially if like you are taking a day off because you're out living life and having fun and not sitting in your mom's basement eating pizza rolls and pulling on your junk like me. Like, then go out and live life and don't worry about it, bro, and just do it the next day. But you want to be consistent enough to at least get 5 days a week, in my opinion, if not minimum of 6. So yeah. Hopefully that helps, man. Uh, let's see here. Oh man, we're at 30 minutes, guys. But yeah, but just try to be. I like that. Dim Things says consistency is king, and I agree with that. Metal Ninja Jesus. Oh, some of these names, man, are just wild. Says I don't get the appeal of eating astronauts. Seems like a lot of unnecessary calories. I don't even know. I don't even know what to make about that. Because I can't tell if you're talking about Jadinklish says middle ninja. Astronauts has every essential nutrients. What do you mean? Umar says we're all bulking. That's hilarious, bro. You guys are wild. And I'm absolutely here for it. Let's see. So Ronald says, at IND, told you Hink couldn't do a 30-minute live. It's just now got to 30 minutes, and I ranted for like the first 6 minutes. And so I said 30-minute QA. So technically, I have 36 minutes until my hard stop. Um, so sitting on behalf, 50 to 1, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, I'm sitting on behalf of Venditta's question. Newer subscriber, but already seeing the changes, doing the Lord's work. Godspeed, Hink. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for sending that. Let's see. And I guess it's the question below this. He says, "How long manual stretches if I had all day?" 90 minutes. If I had all day and my hands didn't get tired, 90 minutes. But I would absolutely I would there's no way I would do manuals for 90 minutes. It is kind of hard to do manuals for more than like 30 minutes in my opinion. Okay. And that's you're talking to like a seasoned veteran here. I would like recommend something like maybe hanging instead. Um either hanging or using an extender instead. But yeah, if I had the more time, like I think the length work is typically somewhere around 2 hours is like the most ideal. And I do think more is more when it comes to length work. Especially if you have something applying constant tension. So yeah. Let's see here, man. Oof. So M Beast says, "Ascended brother Hink, how does smoking cigarettes and alcohol affect PE?" So, for the longer question, the longer answer, I have videos on that. Okay, nicotine is a vasoconstrictor. So I'm not arguing with all the vape bros. I'm not arguing about like with anybody. It's detrimental. Okay, cigarettes especially are detrimental. Okay, but the nicotine itself is bad for penis health. It's been I can't say proven on many studies, but there are multiple studies that show at the very least so a very strong correlation between nicotine itself and negative penis health and erectile dysfunction. Okay. And believe it or not, guys, same with marijuana. There's not causative data, but correlative data showing that marijuana negatively affects erection quality, which would be bad for PE in general. Alcohol is tricky because alcohol in moderation, the actual erection quality is better, like, with some alcohol in your system, as long as it's not too much compared to no alcohol at all. So, it's actually on the study that was looked at, like, the guys that had moderate drinks, maybe, like, 1 to 3 drinks, actually tended to report better erectile function, but it was thought to be more so, like, loss of the inhibition and loss of kind of that, like, performance anxiety piece of it with some drinks in the system. But alcohol is a vasodilator. You need to be careful because too much alcohol combined with a vasodilator, like even something like a very strong citrulline based supplement, or heaven forbid, like Viagra or Cialis, has literally caused some guys to have heart attacks because their blood vessels get so dilated that it doesn't allow the blood to actually get to the heart where you need it to go, and you actually yeah. So my guy intimacy nutrition doc says PDE 11 is what that's affected for muscle pain. And so tadalafil is the worst for contributing to muscle pain. So there you go, guys. So I told you there was phosphodiesterase in the muscles. So I was right. I'm a nerd. Thanks, intimacy nutrition doc. My guy intimacy nutrition doc has a Patreon too. So if you guys are interested, you have some questions, especially when it comes to like supplements. My guy knows his stuff. So it's literally if you just I actually Googled him today, yesterday. And, if you just type in "intimacy nutrition doc," it's like the first thing that comes up is his Patreon, the second thing that comes up is his Facebook page, so use code HINK for 10% off. I don't have an affiliate code. Improving consistency constantly says, "Any idea when unflavored vigor will be back in stock?" Nope. Is there any peptides for less collagen, or methods? Not that I know of. I don't know of any collagen inhibiting peptides. Almost all the ones that are studied are people who want additional collagen because, for they want like the skin and hair and nail benefits. And so like the GHKCUs, and even I believe it is BPC 157 actually increases collagen production. And so whereas the TB 500 doesn't. So anyways, I got to look back into that. So Philip says, I wonder if I can pay someone else to do the manual stretches for me. Bro, why not why not just get a gosh, get an extender rather than paying somebody to do manual stretches for you. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, Callie in the house. He just dropped the nicotine video. Thank you, Callie. Appreciate it. Um, so let's see. Any peptide. I don't understand what the methods is. I do have you if you type in Hink peptides on my YouTube, like on YouTube, you'll see I have a video on like BPC 157, the GHRPs and the GHRHs, the growth hormone releasing peptides, and anyways. And so like all of those like I've already made peptide videos, so I highly suggest you check it out, especially for time's sake. Yeah, so, man, I will say, guys, man, I have had so many guys reach out to me and say, like and actually this is Patreon clients too, that, like, I have literally transformed their fitness journey, and, like, I feel like such a small portion of this channel is actually, like, giving fitness advice, but I oftentimes talk about, like, the leaner the steak or the smaller the plate, the bigger the steak is gonna look. But man, like, that is so heartwarming to me when I hear it. Like a guy literally had lost 23 pounds, and was like so grateful for me, and he had quit drinking, and he was like an alcoholic. And he was like, "It's all you, Hank." And I'm like, "Man, like, bro, I'm just out here cosplaying in a mask." But anyways, man, it's super cool. Um, so Meadow Ninja Jesus says video quality can also help EQ. I don't know if he's talking about those types of videos on the hub, but that's hilarious, man. And thank you for the super chat once again. Uh, let's see. Hill says, by the way, many thanks. Thank you for the super chat, bro, by the way, because your methods got me results, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. So my God, Boobs is back in the house. Jinklage says he's a gooner. But Don Carlos says, is coffee bad for PE? No, I made a video about caffeine and PE. Once again, guys that have moderate caffeine intake report better erection quality compared to those that don't drink coffee or those that drink excessive caffeine. Now, many of you guys might not know this, but prepare to have your mind blown. Caffeine is a phosphodiesterase inhibitor. Ha! Ha ha ha. Yeah. So actually, I mean, fact check that, but I'm almost positive it is. So it legitimately makes sense that you can have some benefits now. But Hank, everybody knows that caffeine causes vasoconstriction. That's not true, actually. Okay, it causes vasoconstriction in your cerebral arteries in your brain, which is why it's good for headaches, and that's why like Excedrin has a shit ton of caffeine in it. Um, what is it? There's also something called Furacet that is a prescription strength drug that is full of caffeine, caffeine, Tylenol, and like butabitol. But, anyways, but yeah, so I think actually caffeine can actually be a good thing, but it causes like a temporary vasoconstriction and then a vasodilation actually systemically. Believe it or not, guys. So yeah, anyways. So my guy Mac, man, this is probably going to be the last one here. He says, "Yo, back from a month in the Philippines. Hope all is well. Fell off PE hard while I was gone. I'm starting the journey over. Found out that I might have a varicocele, not from PE. And I'm going to be a dad. Shout out to Virility, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the updates. We've definitely missed you here, man. I hope you had a great time in the Philippines. Um, and I don't know if there's a direct correlation between your time in the Philippines and then you're going to be a dad, but good for you, man. There is, I think that the Lord knows we need more good fathers out in the world. So, but yeah, man. So good on you, and hopefully the varicocele is stable and it's not something that you need to worry about. But make sure you get that worked up, man. For sure. So, so yeah, guys, one more like, and I'll be at 100 likes, and my little heart will just burst with joy. Hopefully, it doesn't actually burst, but let's see. Can you peep my post above regarding cold turkey traction? What it to you? Um, let's see. What it to you? Uh, uh, bro, I see like several of your chats with it to you, but I don't see a question about cold turkey. I missed something, bro. I missed something. I'm sorry, man. Uh, so Hill, thank you. So Mac, thank you. What it to you? Appreciate you, bro. Um, what it to you? Been running traction 750 hours over the last 9.5 months. Okay. Um, let's see. That's a good. I like that one. 750. Let's see. Let's see. For 9.5 months, I gained 1.125 up to 8.625. Think it's time to switch to pumping. Would I lose my gains if I go cold turkey without traction? No, dude. I mean, pumping it puts your D in an elongated state, and so absolutely you can still gain in that. So, uh, let's see. So yeah, sorry, bro. So yeah, I don't think. I mean, now if you're still concerned about length, I would find a time to do at least some length work, even if you're just doing like 15 or 20 minutes of it a day. But no, I think you can go to pumping, and I don't think you need to. But I don't think you're gonna like lose length gains if you stop cold turkey because you're not stopping cold turkey. You're still doing somewhat of a length stimulus exercise. So egregious blunder says beans or no beans in chili. Where I'm from, we definitely have beans in our chili. Okay, unless you're a weirdo from Texas. Shots fired to all my Texas people except Cali, because Cali has connects to Houston. Um, so, anyways, uh, let's see what post regarding cold turkey. Oh, and Mac followed up. He said, "Much love. I found out while I was on the trip and trying for 2 years now, so I'm feeling blessed, man. I'm so happy for you, man. There's nothing like like becoming a father after wanting to be a father. Now, I think that there is definitely something when you're not trying to be a father and you get that surprise news that is not as good. But thank you for my guys that hit the like button, man. Um, so good for you, man. And guys, like I've said it before, virility it definitely increases your load size, but like it literally increases things like sperm quality, sperm motility, and even like sperm count, at least in the studies of the ingredients on there. So if you are going to use it, just be careful. If your team pull out, like you want to be extra careful because there is a lot of pre ejac that can come out as well that could actually contain semen. So yeah, man. The That's gonna do it for me, guys. I'm tired. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I was actually really tired, and I'm very glad I came on here tonight because you guys always make me feel better, man. And I enjoy these conversations, and it seems like we got a nice little community here, and I hope you guys feel that as well. Yeah. So yeah, man. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys sincerely and I appreciate you guys and I thank you for being here. So thank you. If you don't mind, hit the like button before you bounce. If you're interested in my course, check it out. If you're interested in of course learning from me directly, coaching, patreon.com/DocHink. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. I don't know when I'm going live with the next video, probably Sunday. It'll be actually a chart breaking down like big PP sizes and like what percentage and according to like what I found on the internet and whether I agree with it or not. So if you're interested in hearing me talk about more at dudes meets, then by all means. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, peace, and thank you again, Aviator, for this hoodie, man. This is fire.